Good evening. My name is Rocio Mota, and I have 3 children that have been in the multi-age program since 2001. I currently have 2 daughters that are in multi-age, my youngest being in 4th grade and having a 504 plan, which is developed and is doing very well academically. I believe that the smaller learning communities that the multi-age program does and the way it's composed, that it has given her the abilities to develop and to succeed academically without feeling pressures of being at a certain grade or being what other children were at. As a parent, I was frustrated at one point because I was trying to do everything that I could, but my child was not developing at that level. Being with the multi-age program, the teachers have learned and taught me how to work with her, how I can work with them in the schools, how I can volunteer, how can I share my knowledge of some experiences that I have by allowing me to go into the classrooms, do art with them, do many things. The one thing that I really love about the multi-age program is the way it's structured, how the kids go from groups to groups depending on where level they're at academically. Also allowing them to, in whatever they have their strong, I'm getting nervous here, and I lost my track. Okay, and then all my children that have gone in through the multi-age, my son went into middle school. He's in the PLUS program, which kind of mimics the multi-age program. He transitioned very well, but the only thing that I see that the PLUS program has lacked is that parent component, in which it's harder for me to get involved in that middle school setting. I try to volunteer there, but it just seems to not be the structure where, as in the multi-age, keeping it in the elementary setting, that they have really learned how to bond within the groups and the parents. As a parent, I really hope that you guys take in consideration and allow them to increase next year to 6th grade and eventually go into 8th grade, so that we can all succeed and have our kids perform better academically. And I'm pretty sure the way these teachers teach and all their efforts and the time and quality that they do with these kids, these kids will be well prepared when they move on to high school. And I invite you guys all to visit the school and see how they actually run the program, which is very unique and very interesting. And I thank you.
Thank you. You did a very nice job. May I ask you, if I may, for our audience, you may have a child who's reading at grade level at 3rd grade, but in math, he or she's a wizard and it is at the 5th grade level. So does that mean that he or she's reading in the 3rd grade group and then jumps to the 5th grade group for math?
That is basically what it is. Miss Moda's daughter is actually a good example. She's on a 504 plan. She struggles in math, so she's at the 4th grade level math where she's supposed to be at. But in writing and reading, she's at the 5th grade writing and reading levels. So she goes to writing and reading with 5th graders instead of 4th graders.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I just want to mention, since you said that, my 5th grader, she was actually doing the 6th grade coursework. And when my son came out of 5th grade, he was doing 6th grade coursework already, which I think that giving them the opportunity to increase next year to 6th grade, they know where they're at and they can kind of pick up and keep moving these kids forward.
Thank you.
Okay.
I have one more parent, Ms. Jackson, who would like to address the board.
Thank you. My name is Megan Jackson, and I've had 2 daughters who both were successful students at the Muir multi-age program. I'm also a teacher. I teach for LA Unified, so I was a little bit skeptical of the program. I have to say that academically it's an extremely strong program. Both my daughters did extremely well. One of them was identified gifted, Esme, and Hudson made several attempts to recruit her starting in kindergarten, and every year I gave her the option of moving on to a gifted program at a different school, and every year she turned it down. Every year she declined and insisted that, she wanted to stay at Muir, and I said, well, you'll be with other students who, can work as quickly as you can. She says, yes, but I like working with all the different kinds of people. These people, they're my friends. So I believe that some of the strong points with multi-age is the strengths of the program is it allows diversity. It teaches the kids to work with one another, with different age groups, with different ability groups. It's inclusive of special ed programs. That experience, I think, is important to the kids. As far as test preparation goes, my kids have always been either proficient or whatever the level above that one is. And my oldest daughter now is graduating from Poly this year. She's just finished her applications. She's graduating as a junior. So she will have actually graduated as a 17-year-old. And I credit a lot of her success with the strong foundation that she had at Muir, and in particular the multi-age program. At the time, I was terribly disappointed that it only went to it was first and second grade. If there was any way possible that I could have kept her in the program through 8th grade, that would have been wonderful. And I think that this innovation should be encouraged. And I think that it's short-sighted to take the viewpoint that by setting up one multi-age program through 8th grade at Muir may in some way preclude other possibilities as far as mainstream programs, which could be added later if they want to make a span school, or any other program. They do not have to be exclusive. And I see no reason why the program should not be supported, since it is such an incredibly successful program. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
If you have any questions, give me a call. Thank you.
Thank you, Jerry.
Jerry, I just wanted to comment on the experience I had when I visited your school at the staff meeting that you had that day, and the opportunity to see some of the things in progress that you have in place, and I was really impressed with what you're doing over there, and I think, given the students that you're dealing with, the community, the support that you've been able to bring to bear at that school really bears very heavily on the good work that's going on at Muir. I just wanted to commend you on it.
It's the staff. It really is the staff. But thank you.